So there's been something on my mind that I've been wanting to talk about for, at this point, months. It seems to only get worse with time. And it's this idea that we, as a people who use the internet, need to start distancing ourselves from it. Now, I want to make it clear, guys. I'm not telling you to never use the internet again and that the internet has nothing to redeem itself with. It's all terrible, all doom scrolling all the time. Because to say that would be lying. Because there's still plenty of people out there. For example, there's a YouTuber named Josh. And this guy goes out to local restaurants or places and he'll say something like, you'll see this in YouTube Shorts, and I'm pretty sure he does it on TikTok as well, where he'll just go into a place and he'll be like, how much is this hamburger? And they'll be like, oh, it's $8. He's like, can you make, 100 of them? And they're like, yeah, yeah. And he goes around, gives it to all the homeless people. Like, that's the kind of content I wish was more promoted on the internet, much less YouTube, Twitter, whatever. But that's not what the internet has become. And don't give me that bullshit of, oh, well, the internet only shows you things you're interested in. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit, man. Because, for example, I'm playing God of War, as you can see in the background, and I literally, because my job gives me a lot of downtime, I've been watching a lot of clips from God of War and God of War Ragnarok, and I think it's a pretty, fun little series. But my entire YouTube feed is not God of War, even though it's a very popular franchise. So, that logic doesn't make any sense. But I've said this before in the past, and I'll say it again. It feels like the more you're not interested in something, the more it shows up in your feed. And it's never really one specific thing. It seems to be this negativity, doom scrolling, whatever you want to call it. It seems like, again, the more that I say that I'm not interested in this, that, and the other. Like, for example, I've said this before in a previous video, but I've continued to do this. I have gone out of my way to make sure that I don't, interact with certain things on Twitter or YouTube or whatever. And if I see something I genuinely don't like, I, hit that little, the dot section, and it'll say something like, not interested, block this person, whatever. And that's what I'll do. I'll just not interact with it. I'll hit the, don't show me this, I'm not interested, yada, yada, yada. But it feels like the more I post that, the more I click don't show me this, the more it continues to show up in my feed. And it really feels like the internet as a whole, I mean, first of all, let's not forget this, folks. The internet has become extremely corporate. It's become extremely political. And I know people don't want to hear about politics, and I'm not going to sit here and bore you with politics, but, gaming has become very political. If you say something like, I don't want to see ugly females in video games, what do people call you? They call you a fucking conservative. This is what ever since the 2016 election, the internet has become this polarized, fucking just boring corporate, political place that just, ask yourself this question, guys. If you don't use Instagram, if you don't use TikTok, if you don't use Twitter, if you don't use Facebook, where else are you going to go? I mean, seriously, name me a website that is really good, fun to be with, fun people. I couldn't name you one. There, and to be fair, folks, places like Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, all of it, they've all become basically the same. If it's not completely censored, you're not, one thing that drives me crazy, and I'm kind of just rambling in this video. So if what I'm saying doesn't really follow a good flow, I apologize for that. But I gotta let it all out, man. The moment that I can't tell the truth, and the truth gets overshadowed by a lie, and to be fair, it's usually botted likes. Let's just be real here. But if I say something on Twitter like we all need air to breathe, and somebody will come out of nowhere and be like, no, we don't, and that post gets like, it's always conveniently 50 to maybe 350,000 likes, which is just clearly botted. But the moment that I can't tell the truth without a bunch of people coming out of the woodwork, and I see this all the time on Twitter. I will see somebody on Reddit, I don't know why it's Reddit, but Reddit is famous for this. You'll say something, again, use this example, and I'll use it again. You'll use an example of, we all need air to breathe, gets 1,000 downvotes. Somebody will write in a response, no, we don't, 1,000 upvotes. Like, what is this shit, man? Is this what the internet's become? Where in order for people to even take what I'm saying seriously and actually believe what I'm saying, that I have to now bot my likes? where I have to, every Twitter post I have to make sure I get 50,000 to 350,000 likes for people to even take my fucking words seriously, or to even believe what I'm saying? Is this what the internet is becoming, where everything is just bot? I mean, let's not forget, Twitter is infested with bots as it is. I noticed that, folks, I may not say these things, but I'm paying attention. All right? I'm paying attention to what's going on. I'll notice that, somebody will write something on Twitter, and a bunch of accounts that'll be called something like Wilbur with like 25 different numbers at the end of it will just come out of nowhere to start arguments. It's like, that's clearly a bot, a Chinese bot, a Russian bot, whatever it is, right? That's all it is, just a bot that's starting drama. That's all these things do. And it's like, bro, that's so boring. Like, the new internet is so fucking boring to interact with, because everybody's become a snotty little, brat. They become a little shit that it's so tiring. It is so goddamn tiring to deal with all the drama, deal with all the bots, deal with all the stupid, petty bullshit that people, I saw something recently where a bunch of PlayStation fanboys were upset because somebody who bought Spider-Man 2 on Steam decided to use a mod where they turned I think it's the wingsuit, into a drake or like a dragon of some kind. And these dudes were having a field day just hating on these people for simply using a mod that is not even on your platform. Like, they're modding a game that's you don't even own that specific version. Why do you care? This would be like me, a Steam user, being mad that the Xbox people who play, I think it's Fallout 4 and Skyrim had this, where they have their own mod. Like, be like me being mad that they have that modded. This is the kind of petty drama that is on the internet nowadays, And as if everything isn't like that, everything else is just rage bait, I've said it before and I'll say it again. They'll post the earth blowing up, and it'll just be like, what are you doing in this situation? It's like, oh, I don't know, jackass. I guess we're all just fucking dying. You know what I mean? Like, but again, that's what they want. They want you to be upset. They want you to come in there, and everything is boiling down to money. And that really is one of the 7 deadly sins. Is greed has become the number one go-to sin for people these days. Because, hey, it's so easy to go on Twitter right now, make a Twitter account, get enough followers to where you're verified, or whatever you need to do to make money, and then you can just I'll give you a prime example of what I'm talking about. I've seen accounts do this all the time, where they'll say something like, I believe in Palestine, right? And they'll get a bunch of people supporting them and a bunch of people hating them, and it just becomes this endless cycle of both sides fighting, right? And then they'll go, actually, I believe in Hamas. Hamas is the greatest thing, blah, 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 right? And then again, same thing happens. Both sides continuously arguing with each other. That is a genius level move, because now you're dipping into both sides of this, and you're getting the most amount of profit. And that is what the internet feels like it has become. It is either doom scrolling or people using rage bait to make money. And it's just not what the old internet was, man. The old internet was just this fun place where, yes, people argued all the time, but at least when somebody was arguing with somebody in 2012, 2014, 2016, I knew that there was a real person. I didn't constantly question whether the people in my own comment section, no less, are actual real people, or are they just bots. And I've noticed that too. I've noticed that YouTube is slowly turning into this place where, a bunch of comments are mostly just bots, just typing the same old crap. And it's gotten to the point where I know I've been rambling this entire time, but I want to bring myself back to the point and title of this video. Distance yourself from it. Don't engage with it. Don't talk about it. Don't do nothing. Let these people stay in their little corners and continue arguing all day. And you know what I've been doing? I've been playing my games. I've been enjoying them. I've been playing, as you can see, God of War in the background. I've been enjoying that. I've been playing a bunch of older video games, and I've just been enjoying things for myself. Because, guys, I don't want to be, I kind of want to be like Kratos in this game. I just want to be in my own little section, take care of my family, take care of myself, and enjoy my life, and not constantly be fighting with people. And apparently that's a taboo thing. You're not allowed. I've noticed that anybody who's happy on Twitter has, 1,000 different people coming out of the woodwork to hate on you, and it's just like, man, if the internet died tomorrow, I don't think I'd care. The only thing I would care about is, hey, can I still play my Steam games? Yes. Okay, I'm good. I don't care anymore. Let it die. I feel the same way that I feel about Halo is the exact same way I feel about the internet. If it dies, if it dies. If it doesn't and it gets better, great. If not, I don't care anymore. And I really feel like everybody else out there, you really should be following the same thing. Do your own thing, ignore all the drama of the internet, and just enjoy your life, man. Because you know, I'm getting older, and I just can't take it anymore, man. Anyways, though, guys, this is Snow. Hopefully, this made sense to some of you out there. Anyways, though, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.
More Draugr. But these aren't moving. Are they dead? I mean, more dead?
Boy,